Okay, sir. You can show me.
I can see your slide.
Okay.
Introduction, right? Biomass energy.
Okay. Good morning to my sir and morning to my friend. The subject of our presentation today is about the biomass energy. Okay, first and foremost, the biomass energy is generated or produced by the living of one living organism. The most common biomass material used for the energy are plants, such as palm oil, corn, soy, and so on. The energy from this organism can be burned to create heat or convert into electricity. In the biomass resource, the biomass feedstock can be uh, classified into agriculture crop residue, algae, dedicated energy crop, forestry residue, straw, municipal solid waste, and wet waste. And the dedicated energy crop are the crop grows specifically for use as biomass feedstock in the biorefineries. Next. The contributor of biomass in Malaysia. Actually, there are seven major sectors that contribute waste to the biomass energy in Malaysia. The first one is the forestry, followed by the rubber cultivation, cocoa cultivation, sugarcane cultivation, rice paddy cultivation, animal waste, and oil palm cultivation. The first one, forestry. There are four types of forestry residual. The first one is the logging, sawmilling, river and valley. Secondary, processing residual. Malaysia is the one of the wood processing country in the region. Then the rubber cultivation, the waste generated can come from this source. First one is generated from the fallen leaves, branch, twigs, and the rubber seeds. Influence produced after latex processing and rubber wood from the replanting activity. The cocoa cultivation, the biomass source of cocoa plantation mainly come from the curing process. Waste generated from the cocoa fruits, leaf and biomass generated during replanting. Next. And then followed by the sugarcane cultivation. Sugarcane plantation derives energy from sugarcane related waste including sugar, bagage, dry leaves, and cane top. All the bagage was used as a boiler food. Sugar waste such as the leaves and cane tops are disposed of through burning. And then follow the rice paddy cultivation. Paddy cultivation leaves two types of residue. The first one is the paddy straw and the rice husk. And then palm oil cultivation is the biggest biomass producer in Malaysia. The waste for the palm oil mines is authorized one side to provide energy for the mine as well as the electricity exported to the grid. And then lastly, followed by the animal waste. Animal waste are also authorized for power generation. Malaysia Agriculture Research and Development Institute, Martin, has operated an operation biogas plant with around 500 and to 600 pitch at its research station, but the research unit was shut down in 1985 due to the religion reasons. However, the plant still can be operated for lighting, provide heating for the picklers, and a biogas stove. Okay, next. Now we talk about the future work of biomass in Malaysia. Bioenergo is a Malaysian company established in 2011 and has since successfully grown its operation to become a key player as well as a developer, manufacturer, and supplier of the high-grade biomass food. Biomass food products include the wood pellet, wood chip, plant kernel shell, empty food branch, as well as biomass energy solution. Next. Okay. This is the other company that took part in the biomass industry. Okay, now I pass my presentation to my partner. The next page. My team member, you can
Uh,
present for the next page.
Next slide, please, Kaijun. Okay, thank you. Okay, so hi and good morning. Uh, so as you can see, this slide is about the utilization of biomass in Malaysia. So Malaysia is a leader as one of the foremost agriculture countries in the world. The main agriculture crops are oil palm, rubber, cocoa, rice. I think there's a typo there. Okay, ignore that first. And rice. So Malaysia is more focused on oil palm. So for example, as you can see, when we are traveling through the highway, you can see the landscape beside us is usually oil palm farm, and they are usually owned by Sain Dhabi Plantation or Genting Plantation. So from this table taken from a study in 2007 about the quantity of biomass produced in Malaysia, we can see that most of them are products of oil palm, byproducts of oil palm, such as oil palm fronds, EPFB, which is empty fruit bunch, which stands empty fruit bunch, and so on. So, okay, next slide, please. So, okay, from this picture, we can see what does an oil palm look like? Oil palm form look like? It's the end section of the leaf. So this end part of the leaf, you can find it anywhere near the oil palm farm, anywhere on the ground. So next one is the empty fruit bunch. It is the leftover of a stem after the fruit is taken away. So this picture shows it there. Next slide, please. Okay, so now this picture shows how the palm oil is utilized. So first, the fresh fruit is harvested from oil palm farm estate and sent to the oil mill to process, and it will produce biogas that will generate electricity. So then all the leftovers of the waste, such as the trunks, the fronds, and the empty fruit bunch, will be further processed into fertilizer, long fiber, or just simply used as a biofuel for power plant also. So I'll pass it to my next member.
Hello guys, uh, we can hear you. I'm not sure whether only sir explain this one or the others also explain this one.
Sorry, sir. Okay, I'll proceed with the breakdown of costs of sorry. So I'll explain about the breakdown of costs for biomass. So from a study conducted by Feroz Kazi in 2012, he estimated how much the cost and energy produced of a biomass in Malaysia. And the study is using steam Rankine bio power plant. The power plant will use empty fruit bunch as fuel source. So as you can see in table 2, this is the from in for biomass in 16 years the capacity also, and for biogas, solar PV, and mini hydro. So uh, this table shows the renewable energy feed-in tariff rates and duration and source from SEDA in 2012. This is the schematic diagram of a steam Rankine biopower plant. So this is how the steam, the biopower plant should look like. And in table 3 is capital and operating costs in billion ringgits in 2011 year value. And table 4 is the overall analysis results. And in the biomass in Malaysia for value creation from power generation, can be seen that for EFB, which is palm empty fruit bunches, is the lowest, and palm kernel shells or PKS, and oil palm trunks or OPT, wood sawdust, rice husk, and municipal solid waste or MSW. So in Malaysia, municipal solid waste is the highest in creation. So the description at the right hand side will describe the graph. So EFB and OPT, or also known as palm empty fruit bunches and all palm trunks, has the lowest value in wet form. And rice husk, PKS, which is palm kernel shell, and sawdust has comparable amount of wet and dry electric generation. Due to calorific values in each biomass type, and EFB or palm empty fruit bunches and oil palm trunks has high moisture content, thus they require more drying process. And the municipal waste, high value generation of electricity due to high calorific value, which is 21,671 mJ per MT. And next is value creation from utilization of the types of biomass. So the highest value creation is the utilization of rice husk for the manufacturing of engineered biocomposites. And the same biomass resource to produce high quality silica for industrial applications. The use of technologies in the form of advanced processing and engineering has the potential to greatly enhance the value of the original biomass feedstock. So I'll pass to my friend on his presentation in this slide.
Right. Next slide, please.
So in the International Energy Act or IEA report, as you can see from this graph, the biomass electricity capacity additions per country. In China, it shows the highest biomass electricity capacity, which is of 5.3 gigawatt, and second goes to Japan, which is around 20% of 0.6 gigawatt, and the rest of the world uses biomass to produce electricity of about 1.8 gigawatt. So in 2019, it is the second highest level on annual addition on record of around 8.54 gigawatt. Only 10 nations account to 90% of new capacity in 2019. In 2020, a forecast, since this one, this graph is obtained in 2020, which is last year. So the 2020 is still in forecast, and they have yet to compile the data. So this is a forecast, and it's forecasted that in 2020, there will be a decrease in bioenergy capacity addition, and the generation cost of bioenergy will be more than wind or PV, and the limited cost reduction potential. So as for bioenergy capacity net additions, main and accelerated case in Asia, which exclude China because China is stated in the first graph, and Pacific in, and this graph shows the main case and the accelerated case, such that in 2016, 4.2 gigawatt is produced from biomass in Asia. It is the highest since 2000, the year 2000. And in 2019, it shows 1.3 gigawatt. In 2020, the forecast is a main case of 1.1 gigawatt, accelerated case of 0.7 gigawatt. So in Asia, all the countries are listed in the bottom right, exclusive of China, because China produces so much electricity from biomass that it is considered it is not calculated together with the other countries in Asia. So the National Biomass Strategy Delivery Unit, is a dedicated unit under Malaysia's National Innovation Agency, or AIM. It strengthens execution of National Biomass Strategy of 2020, or also known as NBS 2020. So here are the tasks, the responsibilities of the National Innovation, under the National Biomass Strategy Delivery Unit. So their tasks, their responsibilities are to execute the Biomass Strategy 2020 and to coordinate such that all government side of things for biomass utilization across sectors for industry. So they are responsible for this sector, and they promote biomass utilization across balanced portfolio and downstream opportunities. They are responsible to communicate such that they monitor and report all activities relating to biomass across all sectors. And also they create, which they are all the end market develop. They are responsible in end market development, new business models, and innovative partnerships. And within the agency, within the National Biomass Strategy Delivery Unit, they build awareness. This is how they proceed with their delivery, by building awareness and facilitate projects. They execute. They have a project of execution support. They scale up and support commercially, and they coordinate and monitor. So in National Biomass Strategy 2020 or NBS 2020, the result of collaboration of Malaysian government with private sector companies and domestic and international research institutes and academia. So here are a few examples. So this one is an international a collaboration with an if with private sector companies. So AIM, which is stated here, are the Malaysia's National Innovation Agency. So they collaborated with Netherlands BioHub, Port Sarawak. This is a showcase event, and this one is the AIM's BioHub concept, developed on 2018. And this is another event, collaboration between the AIM and BDI, which is the South Korean company. And with that, these are the references to in our slide presentation. So with that, we end our presentation. Thank you, sir.